In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a recurring Zoom meeting and then how to share it with your students in Canvas. And this is for LACCD classes in particular, just because our Zoom integration at this point in time is currently not working. So this is what I recommend doing in the meantime. The first thing you're going to do is open up a new tab if you have Canvas open, and you can use the little plus if you're in Chrome up at the top left, and you're going to log into laccd.zoom.us and make sure you're on this sign in page and click sign in and follow the prompts to sign in. Once you're signed into Zoom, on the left hand side menu you're going to select meetings. Then on the right hand side, you're going to click the plus schedule a meeting button. For the topic title, give it something descriptive. So if you're teaching English, you would type English. In my case, this is an intro to Canvas class for summer. And I'm going to put Monday lectures. Next, you're going to pick the start date and time. And for this class, it's every Monday, and my class starts on June 15th. So I'm going to pick June 15th. And my weekly meetings are going to be at 7 p.m. So I'll pick 7 p.m. And they're going to last for an hour, and I'm on the Pacific time zone. Now I will select recurring meeting and make sure you set this recurrence to weekly, and you're going to pick the day or days of the week if it's multiple days in this occurs on area. Just check the days that you're going to do it. So Monday is checked, and you can see now it says every week on Monday until July 27th. So actually, I don't want it until July 27th. My class actually ends August 23rd. So that's what I'm going to put in the end date field. So for end date, I'm going to select the calendar, and we're going to go to the last day of class, which is August 23rd, which is a Sunday, but that means that the last meeting will actually be the Monday before that. Next, you can fill out any of this stuff that you'd like. If you want a passcode, you can select that and then share this with your students if you want some extra security, or just leave it blank. And I like to select waiting room just so that I can control when my students enter the Zoom room. It's up to you. It's also a good idea to use waiting room if this recurring meeting is for office hours and you only want one student at a time, and you've made arrangements for that particular student for a one-on-one meeting. So the waiting room will let you allow just that student into the meeting, and then the others can wait. And the other options, you're free to make any selections you'd like. I always leave my video on, but my students, I leave it off by default in case they're in a situation where they don't want to share their camera. And for audio, I leave everything else the same. So these are my personal settings, but you can do whatever you'd like. Next, you're going to click Save. And here is my invite link. And the good thing about recurring meetings is this link stays the same for all the meetings. So every Monday they're going to use the same link. So I'm going to use this little icon here to copy the link that's right next to the invite link area. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go back into Canvas. And you can share this link with your students however you like. You could put it in an announcement. You could put it in your syllabus. You could do all of that. You can also put it on a page with more detailed instructions on how you want them to act in the Zoom room, maybe some etiquette, etc. For me, I'm keeping it simple I've created a module that just says Zoom lecture meeting info, Mondays at 7. And then I'm going to click the little plus next to that module title. And we're going to select external URL. I'll paste in that Zoom link. And I'm going to give it a name, Zoom join link. And I'm going to leave this load in a new tab selected. I just don't want any issues if it tries to load in Canvas. Next, I'll click Add Item, and I'll publish both the module and the items. So now my students can see this. And for the students, they would just see this module at the top, and they can click this link, and it should open up Zoom if they click it twice like that. And that's how they would join. And that's how I could also join this Zoom meeting. That's it. Thanks for watching.